Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good afternoon to all, and especially to Sir Gayak. I am Summer Kamsali from BEd A1. So this day we will discuss about a glance at selected Philippine political caricature in Alfred McCoy's Philippine Cartoons. Political caricature of the American era 1900 to 1941. Political cartoons and a caricature are rather recent art form, which veered away from the classical art by exaggerating human figure and poking fun at each subject, such as genre and technique become a part of the print media as a form of social and political commentary, which usually targets persons of power and authority. Cartoons become an effective tool of publishing opinions through heavy use of symbolism, which is different from verbose written editorial and opinion pieces. Alfred McCoy, together with Alfredo Rosas, in his book Philippine Cartoons Political Caricature of the American Era 1900 to 1941, compiled political cartoon published in newspaper dials and periodicals in the aforementioned time period. For this part, we are going to look at selected cartoons and explain the content of each one. The first example shown above was published in The Independent on May 20, 1916. The cartoon shows a politician from Tondo named Dr. Santos passing his crown to his brother-in-law, Dr. Barcelona. A Filipino guy as a defect wearing salakot and barong Tagalog was trying to stop Santos, telling rather to stop giving Barcelona the crown because it is not his to begin with. To analyze this first cartoon caricature, itong pagbibigay ni Dr. Santos sa kanyang crown sa kanyang brother-in-law na si Dr. Barcelona, hindi basta-basta itong pagbaba sa kanyang kaharian na nakikita lang natin sa mga movies, because it's actually speak politics. The crown represent Philippines. Sa history na meron tayo, during the Treaty of Paris, the Philippines was sold by the Spaniard to the American, $20 million. The government of Emilio Aguinaldo tried to express their opinion pero walang representative ang Pilipinos. Kaya ang Philippine ay tuluyan ng naibigay o naibenta kasi ang mga Pilipino before ay wala pang alam. Kaya for this caricature is actually speak about something particular truth that happened history na wala tayong nagawa during that time. So let's proceed to third cartoon caricature. The second was also published by The Independent on June 16, 1917. This was drawn by Fernando Marcelo and was aimed as a commentary to the workings of Manila Police at that period. Here we see a Filipino child who stole a skinny chicken because he had nothing to eat. The police officer was relentlessly pursuing the said child. A man wearing salakot, level 1 de la Cruz, was grabbing the officer, telling him to leave a small-time pickpockets and thieves instead. He was pointing to a huge warehouse containing books of rice, milk, and grocery products. So to analyze the second caricature, the American occupation was also the beginning of modernization and industrialization. In the Philippine country, ito rin ang simula ng mga mayayaman na kinukontrol ang economy at ito rin ang equality. The gap between rich and poor. Actually, hanggang ngayon sa generation natin, sa society na meron tayo, ngayon is may gap pa rin between rich and poor. Kahit hindi yan ikwento sa atin, kasi alam natin yan sa sarili natin. Di ba minsan, nababalitaan natin na may isang lalaki na nagnakaw ng isang tinapay dahil sa walang makain. So, ikinulong siya ng dahil lang doon. Samantala, yung nagnakaw ng milyon-milyon is malaya pa rin hanggang ngayon. Yung mga mayayaman is payaman ng payaman. Habang tayong mahihirap is pahirap ng pahirap. Dahil yung para sa atin ay kinukuha pa rin nila. So, halimbawa na lang yung 10K ayuda. So, di ba, nabalitaan natin sa TV, di ba, na maraming nagreklamo dahil nasa 1K to 1.5 lang natanggap nila dahil pinatos pa rin yun. Ang tanong, are we really in the progress? Can you really call this present a progress? Paano tayo uunlad simula noon at hanggang ngayon ang trato sa bawat isa hindi pantay-pantay? Kasi sa panahon ngayon, kapag mahirap ka, wala kang kamag-anak. Kapag mahirap ka, tinatapak-tapakan ka. Kasi ang pinapaboran lamang ay ang mayayaman. Sabi nga nila, money is power. So let's proceed to third cartoon caricature. The third cartoon was commentary on the unprecedented cases of color room automobiles in the city streets. The Philippine Free Press published this commentary when fatal accident involving cholera vehicles and taxes occurred too often already. To analyze this third cartoon caricature, these are brought by Americans. It was American who introduced the new transportation system in the Philippines. However, it rapidly changed with the society. Dito natin makikita na kulang yung mga policy rules and laws when it comes to automobiles. Dito nagkaroon ng napakaraming color room, registration lisensya. Isa ito sa mga problem na nakikita o sinasabi ng third cartoon. So this fourth cartoon depicts in a cinema officer saying that couples are not allowed to neck and make love in the theater. Two youngsters look horrified while an older seem amused. So to analyze this caricature, this Spaniard taught us conservatism kasi part yun ng Catholicism or Christianity. When the American taught Filipino to become liberated when it comes to sex. This one Alfred Macoy called sexual revolution na na-disturb ng new generation yung ating old tradition. Kaya may mga taong conservative kasi yung natutunan nila sa Spaniard or yun yung tradition nila. Then yung liberated naman is yun yung natutunan nila sa Americans. Pero ika nga nila, lahat ng bagay nagbabago, lahat ng tao nagbabago. Yung dating conservative is unti-unting nagiging liberated kasi ginagaya nila yung mga Americans. The way they act and yung style na meron sila. Di ba napapansin natin yung mga Americans is iba yung color ng buhok nila sa buhok nating mga Pilipino. So dito naman sa Pilipinas, di ba, napapansin natin karamihan sa mga Pilipino is katulad na ng mga Americans. So yun yung natutunan nila na naging liberated sila. So yung iba naman is yung pananamit nila is masyadong showy. Pero normal lang din sa kanila yun. So minsan doon naman sa mga conservative people is nagiging iba yung reaction nila. So let's proceed to fifth cartoon caricature. The next cartoon was published by The Independent on November 27, 1915. Here we see the caricature of Uncle Sam riding a chariot pulled by Filipinos wearing school uniforms. The Filipino boys were carrying Americans' objects like baseball bats, whiskey, and boxing gloves. Macoy in his caption to the said cartoon say that this cartoon was based on an event 1907 when William Howard Taft was brought to the Manila Pier riding a chariot pulled by a student of Lucio de Manila. Such was condemned by nationalists at the time. So, to analyze this fifth political caricature, the Americans controlling the Filipino. Kinukontrol tayo by seemingly harmless object, controlling consciousness and mentally. Sinasabihan tayo ng mga sweet words kasi may mga hiding agenda naman pala sila. Kaya mag-ingat kayo sa mga may pa-sweet message na yan dahil sa una lang yan. The last cartoon was published by Lipang Calabaon on August 24, 1907. In the picture, we can see Uncle Sam rationing periods to the politicians and members of the Progresista Party, while members of Nacionalista Party look on and wait for their term. This cartoon depicts a patronage of United States being coveted by politicians from either party. So, to analyze this last cartoon caricature, this cartoon is actually show what kinds of society in the politics during American occupation. Dito natin makikita ang difference ng bawat party. Kung sinong malakas or sino yung kilala ng taong bayan is doon kumakampi ang ibang party list. Hanggang ngayon ay may competition pa rin nangyayari. Di ba minsan nababalitaan natin na ay tinambangan si Kwan dahil sa political issue daw. So, di ba natanong kanina, are we really in the progress? Kasi yung nangyayari noon is nangyayari din ngayon. So for this political cartoon is actually speak through condition of Filipino and which reality happened during American occupation. So that's it, and I hope you learned something for this video. And once again, I am Somri Kamsali from BED A1.